Thank you, Mr. Moderator. Criminal defamation statutes continue to be employed in a number of participating states to punish criticism of the state, government officials, or state institutions or policies. The United States urges all OSCE participating states to decriminalize defamation and to repeal statutes that unduly punish so-called insult or other expressions of opinion. Along these lines, we are troubled by Slovakia's media law that allows politicians unlimited rights of reply, even if a statement is factual and accurate, all of which creates a chilling effect on media reporting. We are also concerned by Lithuania's new law on protecting minors from detrimental information that would restrict expression of topics related to minority sexual orientation, and hope that the Lithuanian government can work with the OSCE representative on freedom of the media to improve the law before it goes into effect in March 2010. Although Turkey has made some modifications to Article 301 of its penal code, individuals continue to be subject to criminal proceedings and imprisonment stemming from statements deemed to denigrate the Turkish nation or state institutions. Similar statutes remain in place, including a provision on insulting the memory of Ataturk. We remain concerned as well by the use of the anti-terror law to restrict free speech. In Azerbaijan, we urge the authorities to undertake the necessary reforms in keeping with President Aliyev's April statement on criminal defamation. In Tajikistan, libel and slander continue to be criminal offenses, with numerous clauses of the criminal code specifically covering slander of civil servants. In Belarus, criticism of top officials, particularly the president, can result in criminal proceedings. Likewise, laws in Turkmenistan accord special protections to government officials, public figures, the state, and state symbols. Although discussion of decriminalization of libel has occurred in a number of states, criminal statutes remain in place in Albania, the Czech Republic, Kyrgyzstan, Macedonia, Moldova, Romania, Russia, Serbia, and Slovenia. We take note of our Serbian colleagues' forthright and thoughtful statement earlier in this session. With regard to Serbia's new media law, the United States recognizes that some provisions are beneficial, such as registration mechanisms and protections for the privacy and presumption of innocence of those reported on by media. Nonetheless, we remain concerned that other provisions, such as high fines, could have a negative impact on media freedom. In Russia, in an especially grotesque turn of events, Oleg Orlov faces charges of defamation of Chechen President Ramzan Kadyrov in connection with his statements after the murder of prominent journalist and human rights activist Natalia Estemirova in July. With regard to our Russian colleagues' defensive and rather unusual comments, I'm reminded of the saying of not being able to see the forest for the trees. In Kazakhstan, we repeat our concern over the case of Ramazan Yusrgepov, the editor of the independent weekly Almata Info, which we and several other delegations have previously discussed. The United States also deplores the case of Alpamis Bekturganov, who was recently sentenced to 1 year for slander. Also in Kazakhstan, opposition weekly Tashargan has been forced to cease publication following an inordinately large fine. According to the Committee to Protect Journalists, Kazakhstan faced more than 60 such lawsuits of independent outlets in 2008 alone. Although Uzbekistan has hosted conferences with appealing titles, their policies remain highly repressive. According to one study, it has more jailed journalists than any other participating state. Finally, Mr. Moderator, I would like to express my delegation's deep appreciation for the vital work undertaken by the OSCE representative on freedom of the media, Miklos Haristi, a tireless advocate for this cause throughout the OSCE region. The OSCE will be hard-pressed to find a successor to match his professionalism, passion, and integrity. We thank you for your service, and we wish you the best in your future pursuits. Thank you, Mr. Moderator.
Thank you, sir.